one says, write the slope-intercept form. So this is what my answer needs to look like. Okay, with perpendicular, I need to do two things. What are they? I'll give you a hint.
Flip, and if it's negative, make it positive. If it's positive, make it negative.
Yeah, so we need to, for perpendicular, somewhere on there highlight it, because some of you guys didn't do it, okay? You need to flip and change the sign. Okay, so if right now my slope is 3/8, so when we flip it, it's going to be 8/3. And we need to change the sign. So it's going to be negative 8/3. It's going to be our new slope. Okay, and so we got to do it in slope-intercept form. So it's going to say y minus -4 negative 8/3 x minus -1. Okay, because we got to plug it in point slope first. These minuses are going to be a plus. And we have to ask ourselves, do we stop or do we keep going? Okay, and we got to keep going. So it's going to be y plus 4 equals 8/3 x minus 8/3. And then we got to subtract 4 from both sides. Okay, so it's going to be negative 20/3. Okay, the next one says the point slope form. Okay, so this one says perp, but I'm actually going to do 18. So what do we do with a parallel slope? What do we do with a parallel slope? Okay, so the perp we need to flip and change. The parallel, it's going to be stays same. Okay, so my slope right now is -2, and so we keep it the same, and we had to do it in point slope form. So y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Okay, so it's really going to be, and I got x1 and a y1, so it's going to be y minus -1. My m is -2, x minus my x1 is 3. Okay, this minus we can make into a plus, and we say, well, do we stop or do we keep going?
Stop.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you guys could hear me. I thought.
No, because no one don't want to talk.
I know. Yeah, so we stopped, so we're done. Okay, the next section on here is the absolute value. I'm going to write you some notes, okay, because you're going to need them for your test. We have this equation. Okay, and let's see how good your guys' memory is. What does this k do on the outside?
It goes up and down, right?
Yeah, so if it's a plus, we go up. If it's a minus, we go down. Okay, and then on the inside, does our left and our right, and we need to do the opposite. Okay, and then this A is going to be your slope. If it's a negative, the graph should be pointing downwards, okay? And we're going to do 20 because it's a little bit harder, I would say, than the other ones. So I got a plus 4. We always start these at 0, 0. This plus 4 is going to make it move up 4. And this plus 1 is on the inside. Okay, so do we go towards the plus 1 or do we go towards the minus 1?
-1.
Yeah, we got to go towards the minus 1 because we do whatever's opposite on the inside. So this is where my graph starts. Okay, so that's what my graph is going to look like. Okay, we went up 4 and over 1. Okay, because we go up or down and then left or right. Okay.
Miss Henning,
Yes, dear.
I have a snow globe and it won't shut up.
Sophia broke mine, and so I'm really not upset.
I don't know how to turn it off.
You gotta let it finish, honey.
Or you could spin the thing till it stops.
Sometimes it doesn't work though.
Oh. Those
If
are
you hear
slippers.
creepy
Why
music,
would you
it's
wear
just
them?
that thing.
Okay, so this one is where so we need to look at this and say, well, this when I have these signs, is that going to be a solid or a dotted line?
That's a solid.
Solid line. I don't know what I was going to spell. Okay, this is going to be a solid line, and so then this one is going to be a dotted. Okay, and then if we have the symbols like this, do we shade above or below? And I forgot. So these ones are going to be above, and these ones are going to be below. Okay, so make sure you write these down. You're going to have to know these in order to do this. Okay, and so in order for us to graph these, we always graph this thing first. So we need to do this one first. I-R-S-T. Okay, and then this is our slope, and it's going to be rise over run. Okay, so we're going to go, we start the y-intercept is at 4, because this is a y-intercept. So we go up to the 4, and then we can put a dot there. And then from there, we rise and run. So I got to go up 1 and over 2. And you will probably need this little chart if it's this way, okay, or if it's this way. This one is going to be positive, and this one is going to be negative. So we know we need to go up 1, and I need my line to be negative. So I need my line to be going that way. So I'm going to go up 1 and over 2 this way. Okay, and then we say, well, is this going to be a dotted or solid? Okay, it's going to be a solid line. And then we say, well, do we shade above or below? Well, my alligator mouth is facing that way, so I'm going to shade above. I'm going to shade above the line. Can I scroll, or are you guys still writing notes? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, this one says find the slope of each line. So same thing, we need to look and say, well, is this slope positive or is the line negative? Okay. So this one is going to be positive, this is negative. And so we know that our line is going to be negative. And then we just do the rise over run. So we rise 1 and go over 1. So our slope is just negative 1 over 1.